on, it doesn't really make a difference. Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bracha HaKodash. The honors be to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessing, salutations be to the hopeful elect. Our Lord, let this lesson is edifying to the lambs, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. Hey, just a lesson I wanted to throw up to the spirit. Hey, man, these women out here, they about to be humbled, bro. You know, and I'm not, and brothers know me, I don't, go into this topic much at all, but, it's really noticeable. Like, these women out here are completely finished, bro. Which the men too. Okay? But, women are out here trying to exert dominance over a man when it clearly tells you in the book of Genesis that man was set above the woman. And that the woman was created for the man. And that the woman came from the man. Because shit, everybody comes from if you want to be technical, because people in this world, they try to glorify, the womb, which is important. The womb is very important, but before you enter the womb, you came from what? You came from a nutsack, bro. And we gonna keep it $1.50. You came from a nutsack. You were a sperm cell, man. Your current physical vessel that is holding your spirit, it started as a sperm cell. That's just the truth. You see? So everybody came from a man, and according to the scriptures, we know it goes by your father's lineage, but nonetheless, these women try to exert dominance over a man, and you're essentially like a cat trying to bark. That's not how it's set up to be. You're out of order. And if you don't, humble yourself down, either now or once you start, man, if you don't humble yourself down, the Lord's ultimately going to destroy you, man. Because the Lord is righteous. The Lord is not the Lord is not a respecter of persons. It doesn't matter if you're, a man or a woman or a senior or a child. The Lord doesn't care about that. All right, read Ezekiel 9:4. The Lord don't give a fuck about that, man. It's either you're righteous or you're wicked. And there's no in between. Like you got Christians that essentially Sunday they want to be holy and righteous, but then every day of the week, which even then they're not. But, in their perspective. But then, Monday comes along, they go right back to committing adultery, eating pork, being a mo. Right as soon as they leave church. Right? I mean, you got people that bang, that rob their own people, murder their own people that go to church. So what the hell does that mean, man? Church doesn't mean a damn thing. You got to put off the old man and be reborn in the spirit. That's what Yahweh Shai told the man Nicodemus, who I believe to be a follower of Yahweh Shai. All right, he was a secret disciple. But to get into the top of this lesson, I'm gonna go ahead and start with this. This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16. It says, "Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks, and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet." Though, what is a stretched forth? The reason I pulled this is because the stretched forth neck. They're prideful. And it tells you, the Lord does not like pride. Okay? The Lord hates pride, man. Yahweh Bashmal Shai isn't prideful or proud. So why the hell should we? Like it says, I believe in the book of Sirach, why is earth and ashes proud? What the hell we got, to be proud of, man? We're in hell. Okay? We're in hell. We can't keep the law, statutes, and commandments 100%. We can't do a damn thing right, bro. You want to talk about how you the shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. But the Lord is about to humble you women, bro. The Lord is not going to continue to allow you women to trample, metaphorically speaking, to trample over your man or over men, period. Because the Lord did not set you to be above the man. And hell, even men, we don't trample on women. We don't abuse our power over you. We execute righteousness, bro. We're trying to make sure that everything goes swiftly. We're trying to take care of you, man, and support you and love you. But you got to play your role as the weaker vessel. You see? That's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. So the Lord is going to humble you women down, man. And one of the big things that's really going to show if women or even our women, you know, that we deal with, if they're actually in this thing, is this right here. Ironically enough, it's the next chapter. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. So just like how the men of the Lord, like it says in Sirach 2, how we cleave onto Yahweh by Shemel Shai, you women need to cleave onto your husband. Shall take hold of one man, which just shows that man can have many wives. And there's many examples of this in the scriptures. Never is there a scripture where it says you can only have one wife. And if a woman dare bring up the example of, I believe, what is it, a bishop, you know, or you know, certain offices, you may have only been able to have one wife, so you can focus primarily on the ministry. But if you're a man, if you're an Israelite man, you can have many wives. That's as these American Edomites say, that's your God-given right. Okay? It says, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So the women that are actually right, bro, they're gonna be, you know, they're gonna be in this mentality, and in this righteous mentality of, I'm gonna just cleave onto this man. I don't care how many wives he has. You know, we're gonna support him. We're gonna take care of him. You know, because ultimately, what is this thing all about, man? Even for us men, salvation. It's about getting saved. All right, and that's all it should be about. It's not about vainglory. It's not about, you know, your will or what you want. It's about getting saved, about serving Yahweh by Shemel Shai. It's about fulfilling your whole purpose and being created. All right, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, to fear God and keep his commandments. All right. But, you know, what is going to make a man, you know, because it tells you that a man, in fact, let me get that. You know, a man is going to be a covering. A man is going to be more precious than fine gold. Why is that? Why does the scripture say it? The scriptures don't say a woman's going to be more precious than... This is Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Or Ophir, Salakia. Whichever way you pronounce it, but you get the point. You know, Salakia though. So what's going to make a man more precious than fine gold? And it's not just talking about any man. It's not even just talking about Israelite men. It's talking about the elect. The elect, right? So what's going to make the elect so precious? Well, hold on. Let me get one more. And then I'm going to bring out the scripture that shows you what's going to make them so precious. Which this is going to make them precious to you women. Which this is also in Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2, which I don't know why I don't have that highlighted. Salakia. Jake bugging out. Isaiah 32 and 2, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So a man is going to essentially be a, you know, protection for you, man. Okay? And now I'm about to pull out why, which ironically enough, again, is in the next chapter. A lot of these are in the book of Isaiah that I'm pulling. Was Isaiah not a man of the Lord? Isaiah was, you know, to Christians, he's considered one of the major prophets. Look how big his book is, man. The Lord was dealing with Isaiah on a high level. And these are the Lord's words. Because remember, Matthew 10 and 20, the Lord speaks through his vessels, man. He reveals, what is that, Amos 3 and 6, he reveals his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Is Isaiah not a prophet? Is Isaiah not a servant of the Lord? Is Isaiah not a righteous man? Okay, the Lord is telling you through Isaiah that a man is going to be more precious than fine gold. That a man is going to keep, you know, you as a woman safe. He's going to be your umbrella, just as the Lord is our umbrella. In the sense of covering us from getting poured on, man. By these different plagues and calamities and famines that are out here, man. Okay? But this is Isaiah 33 and 6. This is what's going to make a man so precious. It says, Isaiah 33 and 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Right, and those who are able to use the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh by Shemel Shai to be stable in those times, they have fear of the Lord. The fear is the beginning of wisdom and knowledge. But that's what's gonna make them so precious, because they have the truth, man. Because they're James 1:22ing it. They're doers of the word and not hearers only. That's what's gonna make them so precious. They're gonna be stable in those times because they applied the scriptures. They watched the character building videos. They prayed and fasted for more faith and fear of the Lord. All right, because they walk in meekness. You see, so you women, man, you got a rude awakening. It talks about that in Micah, how she that is mine enemy is going to be trodden down as the mire of the streets, roughly paraphrasing. So if you don't, and this goes for men and women, but especially dealing with the women in this one, in general, bro, if you're a Judite down to an Iskarite, if you don't get right, you're going to get left. And you don't want to get left. Because if you get left, that means that you didn't get delivered. Which means that each and every plague, famine, pestilence, and ultimately those nuclear missiles is gonna utterly destroy you, bro. Who in their right mind wants to get destroyed? Alright, so with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, giving all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rechah HaKodash. Double honors be to the apostles and the elders, great millstone to rule well. Peace, blessing, salutations be to the hopefully elect. With that said, Shalom, Mawaf Abba.